my channel. I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy. And it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. Happy Friday! Today is September 1st, so today's video is going to be my August end of the month wrap up. I'm going to talk about all the books I read in the second half of August. As always, I'm going to link my mid-month wrap up in the description down below, so if you're curious to see what I read in the first half of August, it will be linked down below. I'm going to go by really quickly because I did a recent reads video and I did a whole live show on the Flight and Glory series on Monica's channel, Pardon This Book Addict. We discussed the Flight and Glory series in detail. So if you want to know my full thoughts on these books, please go watch the live show. Renaissance Surge by Nalini Singh. It is book 7 in the Side Changeling Trinity spin-off series of the Side Changeling series. It's about the Bear Shifters and Theodora. I gave that book 4 stars. Pucking Wild by Emily Raff. It's an age gap romance. The woman is older by 10 years and the guy is a hockey player. I gave that book 4 stars. Pack Darling by Lola Rock. It's a Omegaverse Why Choose Romance. It started in book 1. It starts off as a bully romance, and I gave that book 4 stars. Pack Darling Part 2 by Lola Rock. I gave that book 5 stars because they had to do some major groveling in book 2, and the Pack Alphas did. Sing for Me. It's a dark cowboy romance. The heroine is trying to Breathe for Me is also a single dad romance. The hero's ranch, because she works for like the state or something, or a company, and they want his ranch, and the hero refuses to sell his ranch. But one thing leads to another. They form a relationship because she's always coming around his ranch. The heroine quits her jobs, and I give that book 4 stars. Is book 2 in that duet. It follows the hero's brother, who is a bull rider, and I give that book 4 stars also. Her dad is, the hero's dad is in the military, and he passes away, and she kind of has to step up and take care of the family, and her boyfriend cheats on her, and she breaks up with her boyfriend, and she has a romance with a guy she knew in high school, and who happens to be her little brother's hockey coach. Though she has a romance with him, and he turned out to be in the military. It was very predictable. I predicted what was going on. 3 stars. Eyes Turn Skyward. I like that a little bit better than 1, I give that book 4 stars. Beyond What Is Given, that was my least favorite in the series. I give that book 3 stars. Ground, I gave 3 stars. I don't think the series was for me, but I'm glad I gave these books a try. Legacy by Hannah McBride. It is book 3 of the Black Water Pack series. Since it's book 3, I can't really say anything much about it because it will be a spoiler. But the Black Water Pack is about Skylar and her mother Addie, who belong to a terrible pack who didn't treat them right. So they escape their abusive pack and seek refuge in Blackwater Pack. And then Claire has to go to school if she wants to be a part of Blackwater Pack. And there she meets Remy, who is the son of the alpha of Blackwater Pack. And Skylar and Remy have a romance. And Legacy is the last book in Skylar and Remy's story. Scarred, the next book in that book 4 in the Blackwater Pack series, is about Addie, Skylar's mom. She gets her romance with Skylar's dad. It's a second chance romance. You meet Skylar's dad in book 3 in Legacy. I give both Legacy and Scars 4 stars. Me tomorrow. I got the audio arc of this one. I also gave this book 4 stars. It's about this heroine. It's a friends to lovers romance. This heroine has to be on this show, sort of like a bachelor, because her sister dropped out of the show, and her dad said, you need to take your sister's place as a contestant on the show. And her best friend, who used to be her sister's ex-boyfriend, went on the show to finally confess his feelings to her, but the heroine rejected him, and he's left heartbroken. And it's a few months later, the heroine is back in their small town, and her family business is right next to his tattoo shop, and the heroine just wants to apologize to the hero, but the hero isn't having it. He tries to stay away from her, but they were best friends before. He can't ignore her, and so he tries to pursue a relationship with her again, but the heroine is trying to keep secrets from him about why she rejected him in the first place, when he knows she had feelings for him too. And as I said, I gave it 4 stars. I needed more angst for being a sister's ex-boyfriend. The sister was pretty much okay with the heroine going out with her ex-boyfriend. So I needed more angst. But the audiobook was really good, and it was performed by Jason Clark. Everything to Lose by Harlow James. It's another friends to lovers romance. The hero and the heroine have both had feelings for each other since high school, basically, and even longer than that. But they both say it's strictly friendship because they don't want to ruin their friendship. But the hero's twin brother is really tired of them not going after what they want. So the hero's twin brother asked the heroine, if you want my brother to notice you romantically, make him jealous, so pretend to be my fake girlfriend. And she does. The hero sees that, and he said, no, you're not going to date my brother, you're supposed to be with me. So the heroine tells him about their fake relationship with his twin brother, and that she always had feelings for him, and vice versa, the hero always had feelings for her. Exiled. It's an age gap romance by Jesse Walker. I gave this book 5 stars. We follow Skylar and Nolan. They are both in a recovery program for alcoholics, but Skylar is not an alcoholic. His parents just put them there. Skylar has autism, and he's trying to tell his parents that, but nobody believes him. And because he attempted suicide, because his parents are horrible to him. Nobody believes he has autism. So that's where you get sober. And then Nolan has to be in that place because his ex-wife gave him an ultimatum. You go to this clinic that can help you with your drinking problem, or you're never going to see our daughter again. But they get off at the wrong foot at first, Skylar and Nolan, because Skylar is trying to tell Nolan that he is not an alcoholic, that he's here for something else because of his parents, but Nolan is not having it. So they get off on the wrong foot, but they end up being partners in this exercise together in the woods, and they form a friendship and they form a physical attraction to each other. It's a bi-awakening for both of them, but Nolan thinks because of their age difference they're never gonna work out, and after they leave the sober place, they are separated and they find each other again, and they have to work out all their issues together. Nolan still thinks he's too old for Skylar, and Skylar still thinks that Nolan doesn't trust him to make his own decisions. So they have to work out their relationship together when they see each other a second time. And I like that. I give this book 5 stars. Catching Lightning. Here we have the heroine was really going through a tough time in her previous school. She was in the track team, but she got drunk and trusted the wrong person. They took a nude photo of her, and so she gets drunk. Her dad picks her up to go home, and there was a storm, and there was an accident, and her dad passes away, and she can't run track anymore. Her brother transfers her to a new school. And at this new school, she had a thing for Hudson. The heroine's name is Blake, and one night there's a bonfire, and Hudson and Blake get intimate with each other during this bonfire, and somebody takes a video of them in a compromising position, and they show it to the whole school, and Blake thinks Hudson took the video. She thinks what happened in her old school is happening again, so she ignores Hudson after that. She doesn't want anything to do with him, but Hudson tries to tell Blake that he isn't the one who took the video. He would never do that to her. He likes her, but she doesn't believe him. It takes like the person who actually took the video telling her, like, I took the video, it wasn't Hudson, but I didn't post it in front of everyone. That was somebody else. It's Blake forgiving Hudson and starting their romantic relationship again, and them trying to figure out who leaked the video. I give that book 4 stars. It was The Trouble with Gravity, and Kai is a dancer, and she auditions for this play. That's the job for the play, but she has a problem. The play is on this boat, and her dad died on the boat, and she doesn't know if she can be the female lead. She turned it down at first, but the hero, who is the producer of this play, really wants Kai to be the dancer. They get off on the wrong foot, the hero, the producer, and Kai, because when they first meet, he accidentally, when he was in his motorcycle, he accidentally didn't know he was there and accidentally had dirt on her clothes, and so they get off on the wrong foot. They get closer together when the producer convinces Kai to be the lead in his musical. Through this musical, they become closer together, but it's forbidden because Kai is a dancer and he is the producer of this musical. So they can't be together, but they can't deny their attraction as well. I gave that book 4 stars. Those are all the books I read for the second half of August. Please let me know down in the comments below if you have read any of these books. I would love to know. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me. And I'll see you Monday. Bye.